Hi guys, welcome to Premier Football Chat. Today we're going to do a little review of the Premier League games from yesterday, the 8th of October 2022. So first up we'll start by Newcastle, who got another big win against a West London club. This time it was Brentford at home, so they won 5-1. So yeah, the first goal was a really well worked corner from Newcastle. The ball ended up coming out to Kieran Trippier, who played a cross which bypassed everyone in the middle of the box, and it was a brilliant goal from Bruno Guimaraes, who had a really good game, and he also added the second goal to his tally in this game, so he got a brace. So he did really well, and he's their like talisman, I reckon. So it's a bit like when Bruno Fernandes came into Manchester United, he sort of like lifted him and took him up to that next level. So Bruno sort of got that talisman influence on Newcastle as well at the minute, and he's the one that you go to. He came off in the second half with a little bit of an injury, but he seemed to be okay. I think it was more precautionary, and they got really good depth as well because Saint Maximin came on as well to replace him. So yeah, Newcastle are flying at the minute, and Almiron as well. He scored another goal, so his confidence must be sky high at the minute. He's doing really well. And yeah, Brentford had a good goal which would have put them 1-0 up, but it was offside. So Mbemo was just offside. So it was a really good one-touch passing move, but unfortunately for them, the flag went up. So yeah, also in this game, for the second goal, Callum Wilson pounced on the mistake, so the keeper played the back pass out to the Brentford player, and Callum Wilson intercepted the ball, and he got through and goal. He could have shot, but he decided to square it, which was the right thing to do because obviously they scored from it through Josh Murphy. So yeah, that put Newcastle 2-0 up. Brentford scored a really good goal. Well, it was a good penalty, like Ivan Turney. They were saying that they haven't missed Brentford for quite a long time from the spot. It was a nonchalant penalty as well. So yeah, really good technique. I like watching his penalties because he's very good. And yeah, Newcastle are flying. They scored again. Scored three more afterwards. Through one again through Bruno, which I've just mentioned. So yeah, they're flying at the minute. And yeah, the fifth goal was a own goal through Ethan Pinnock, who turned the ball into his own net. It looked like the keeper was going to grab the ball, but I don't think he got the shout, so he stuck his leg out and he went in. And just before that, Ethan Pinnock again gave the ball away. He was whilst Brentford were trying to play out of the back, he got just overplayed and then got caught out again from Newcastle. So yeah, they did. So yeah, Newcastle pressing really high and they're playing really well for each other. They're in form at the minute and they're looking to climb up that league table as well. So yeah, they're doing really good. I think they're up to fifth at the minute. Yep. So let's move on to the next game, which was Manchester City versus Southampton. Yeah, that was Man City 4, Southampton 0. And João Cancelo scored a brilliant goal, solo effort, jinked into the box, took on the Southampton defender and shot across goal into the bottom corner. A very good goal. Erling Haaland also hit the post as well, so his confidence is really high because he took the shot first time, but he was very unlucky to not go in, to be honest. But yeah, he did really well. And Foden got onto the score sheet again so after his hat trick, so he scored 4 in 2. And they were saying that was the ninth time in a row that Man City have scored 3 goals in a row, 3 goals or more, should I say, at home. And that's not been done since West Ham United in the 1950s. So yeah, they're flying at the minute, doing really good. Maris got on the score sheet as well, so it was a lovely half volley and just smashed it across the into the bottom corner. So he had a few chances early on in the game, and this was just his second league start, so that'll do his confidence really good. And yeah, Haaland did get a goal. I was just watching it quite closely as well. The defender wasn't too far away from him in the build-up, but Haaland's just got that movement, so it's hard to just keep up with him. You could have a good game, and for 89 minutes, Haaland gets one chance. Chances are it's going to go in the back of the net. It's just one of them things, really. So yeah, Man City flying at the minute. And yeah, let's see the next game, Chelsea. So Chelsea got a 3-0 win at home to Wolves. Graham Potter up and running, and they've played really well, Chelsea as well. Wolves didn't really get much of a look in, to be honest. Diego Costa made his return to Stamford Bridge, and he didn't really do much, to be honest, but he got a standing ovation when he came off from the Chelsea fans. He's very much loved by Chelsea. And yeah, so just trying to remember the goals. Yes, it was a good assist from Mason Mount, and for the first goal on the stroke of half time, and Havertz scored a header. It was a looping header over the Jose Sarr. But for me, Jose Sarr took a few steps forward as Mason Mount put the ball in to try to get to it, but he was never going to get onto Jose Sarr, the Wolves goalkeeper, was never going to get there. So it made it easy for Havertz to loop the head out over him. But if he'd have just stayed on his goal line, he would have made an easy save. But that got Chelsea up and running. And then for their second goal, Mason Mount played a lovely ball through two Wolves defenders, and Pulisic was able to latch onto it and score for his first goal of the season. And Broha, who was on loan from Southampton, the Chelsea striker, scored the third to make it 3-0 to Chelsea. He was on the edge of the box, saw a cut inside, and then just curled it into with his right foot into the bottom corner. So a very good goal as well. And yeah, he's up and running now, because last season he was very good for Southampton, but he's not been able to emulate it at the minute. But hopefully for him he can do that now. And yeah, next we've got Bournemouth versus Leicester. So Leicester went 1-0 up in the first half. Looked like they were going to build on that 4-0 win against Forest, but they scored through Daka. He looked like he might have been offside, but they went to VAR, he was just onside. And yeah, managed to swivel and shoot. It was a good goal. And they had good control of the game. Like, they're doing all right in it. But then Leicester, the ball was down their left hand side. Their left back should have just put the ball out for a throw in, but he didn't. And then Bournemouth were able to get in. Might have been Solanke, I'm not too sure, to be honest. But yeah, the ball broke to Phil, ended up breaking up to Phil Billing in the box, and then he just rifled home into the top corner. Danny Ward had no chance, to be honest. And yeah, so that made it 1-1. And then after that, Leicester just looked shaky, and it was just back to how it was before the Forest game. And yeah, they scored another goal. Dominic Solanke did really good in their build-up as well. And then, yeah, they made it 2-1. Can't remember, it was Ryan Christie who scored it. So yeah, it was another good win for Bournemouth there, flying at the minute. Leicester, it looked like they could turn the corner after the Forest game and after going 1-0 up in this game as well. But 7 defeats in 8, it's not looking good for them. And then finally, it's the evening kickoff, which was Brighton against Tottenham. So I said in my Super 6 prediction, which is a Sky app where you can predict 6 games, I predicted that Tottenham would win this game 2-1. I thought, like, even though they lost against Arsenal and Brighton were in good form, I thought Tottenham would win it because they have to respond after that performance in the North London derby. So I thought they'd do that and grind out a result. So they kind of did do that. They grinded out the result, and it was a 1-0 win rather than the 2-1 as I predicted. But yeah, the ball got crossed in, and Harry Kane stooped low and flipped it with the back of his head, and it went in. So it was a very good goal. You can't really teach that, to be honest. And yeah, there isn't a lot of action in there. Brighton played well, but yeah, they weren't able to get the equaliser, and Tottenham did really well given the circumstances that they lost their fitness coach as well a few days ago. So yeah, they did well, grounded out the result, and it was a typical Conte performance. So yeah, that's all the games from Saturday. Just doing a quick video reviewing them. So if you could hit the like and comment, then that'd be great. Thank you.